What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and today we are here to discuss a character this was sponsored. Shout out to Retro Man for sponsoring it. But it's also a case of, as I'm reading through his material, he's slept on. Like, no one really talks about him. He's an absolute powerhouse. And I think I am going to do Imperia versus Galactus, but I could also do him versus Unicron. Y'all let me know. But yeah, this is a video on DC's Imperia, their forgotten, slept on powerhouse. If you love content like this, smash the like button. Check out my Discord for games, prizes, giveaways, and more. Still getting over being sick. Don't mind the recording. Thank you guys for all your love and support, and subscribe if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's begin. Now, the main reason I'm doing this video on Imperia is because when I suggested I would do this versus Galactus or versus Unicron, a lot of people don't seem to understand what Imperia actually is and represents. So we're going to go over what his probes can do, what he represents, and hopefully that leads you guys. I'm probably going to do this in poll format, but that'll lead you guys to decide. Do you want to see him versus Galactus or Unicron? So getting into this, what exactly is Imperia? First of all, a lot of people are commenting, oh, he's just a world consumer or fixes universes. No, he's not just related to that. He comes from before order. He comes from before creation, before the universe. You see, Imperia actually hails from the sphere of the gods, or the god sphere, whatever you want to call it. And this is confirmed in guidebooks if you need it, but he represents the force of entropy. Now, what is that? That is the force of randomness in science, or chaos. And that's what he is. Now, as a concept, this grants in the DC verse him an absolutely powerful array of abilities. First of all, Darkseid is very aware of Imperia and what he is capable of. And what I mean by that is he literally plots against and helps fight against Imperia because the way he works, the way Imperia conducts himself and how strong he is, he's a legitimate threat to Darkseid. Of course, over the years, we know Darkseid has gotten stronger, but still, we have to consider this around the 2000 era, that this indeed was a Darkseid worried about Imperia. On top of this, he was able to absolutely fry Doomsday. Keep in mind, Doomsday is this immeasurable force that at that point was the strongest thing Superman had ever faced. He is the anti-hope. He is Doomsday. Absolute infinite power. It could be considered a germ in the verse or an anomaly, right? Like in creation, Doomsday is that. He counts. And like we said, Imperia searches to get rid of things like that. He searches to get rid of the flaws in universes, and if that doesn't work, just get rid of the flawed universe itself. Easy. Well, he runs into Superman in Doomsday, and he tells them straight up, look, you guys can't actually perceive me. You guys don't actually understand what I am. Doomsday might think he's strong. Sure, he put hands on you. Sure, you put hands on Doomsday. I don't care about either of you. And he cooks Doomsday. It's literally a one-shot. Who do you see one-shot Doomsday? You know, that's kind of a wild feat. Darkseid didn't even do that when they ran into each other. But he eviscerates Doomsday, and it's later confirmed by Superman that, yeah, Doomsday did die in that instance. Not to mention when Superman got blasted, Superman's ass got taken all the way to Apocalypse. It was a terrible moment for him, but it also shows the frightening power of Imperia Prime, how strong he actually is when he wants to be and needs to be. Now, on top of the absurd power of Imperia Prime as the embodiment of entropy, what's his probes capable of that I talked about? Well, first of all, these are the probes he sends out throughout the time and space of DC Comics. In fact, Brainiac 13, who had literally remade all of time and space within the DC multiverse back into his image, into his computeristic image, he was still forced to wage an omnitemporal war with the different probes of Imperia. Even to a powerhouse like Brainiac 13, his true rival was Imperia. Imperia was still able to operate and fight him across all of time, omni-time, no problem. Like, could easily get his drones to do that. On top of this, his probes, they can take on the Justice League. They can take down the Titans. They can blitz Flash. When Wonder Woman's mother ran into them, she literally said, I've only really seen two characters move like this before. I've seen the God of Speed, Hermes, move like that. And I've seen my daughter, Diana, or Wonder Woman, move like that when she's serious and like in war. This speed is just the speed of the probe. Keep that in mind. It had Martian Manhunter on life alert. He was bleeding. I think he lost an eye. It was terrible. Aquaman got his ass beat. Like I said, Doomsday has been fried by the power of Imperia X Prime. What does this all mean? The importance to this is that the probes, the literal smaller versions of Imperia X that he just sends out to mess with the universe and creation, these beings are Justice League busters. We're not even talking about actual Imperia X or Imperia X Prime. We're talking about the probes. These things walking around require an all-out serious Superman, an absolute war mode, and a Doomsday going all out to actually kill some of them. I think Aquaman got the drop on one before he got cooked. Wonder Woman was able to get to one, but you have to be extreme power levels like that to even think of harming a probe. Their ability to launch wars across timelines, take on anyone in time and space, take on any of the League members and move like literal gods while just being the probes, that speaks to a ridiculous amount of power on the end of Imperia X. And I hope it shows you guys like why I'm talking about he's so strong and he should get more respect in the scaling community. Now, having reviewed what Imperia X Prime is capable of, what he represents, and what the probes are capable of, I want you guys to get active in the comment section. Who do you want to see Imperia X face? His probes are League busters, can take on the League, they have extreme power, they can wage omni-temporal wars against one of the strongest brainiacs to ever exist. Imperia X Prime himself is above that, transcended to that. Even Superman Doomsday can't perceive him, don't really know what they're dealing with. Superman, when he ended up helping stop Imperia X, he had to get cosmic help from a cosmic being, as well as he had the help of others like Darkseid, Brainiac 13. So then eventually some of the essence of Imperia X was trapped in a remade war world from Brainiac, which if destroyed, he could get out. So Imperia X himself, if he were to return, is an absolute beast. But let me know in the comment section, who should he face? Is it Galactus, Unicron, Alduin? Let me know who he should go against. I love the character of Imperia X. I had a lot of fun going back and reading his runs. Shout out to Retroman for the sponsorship. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons. I'll see y'all later. Peace.